It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Going deep this time for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49ers' 47-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the out. Check 9.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Just like that. 56 to Mike. 56. Check.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mayfield on play action. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
Rico Gafford, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now a run with Geis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
It's just second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Play action. Now Jackson going for Metcalf. Up. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd down.
Look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Read it well, and it's picked. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. back to the air. Jackson following the pick six. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He was taken down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And his throw is incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mayfield off the play fake. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Mayfield to throw it this time. Rolling to his right. He's going to run, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Here's Jackson. He will find Davis. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Number 81. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
What we got? What we got?
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Good.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here comes the 49ers punter now. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Jackson now. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Seahawks. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson and finding Davis here, the tight end.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Down, here's Geis. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with Geis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. It's Geis on the counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
56 for Mark, boy, 56.
They go play action now. Jackson, rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's just me and you. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. D Ford. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mayfield. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
5-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
one of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
53, check 53. I know he ain't got it. 53's the mic. 53.
From the gun, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point attempt to come here.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson throwing left side here, and it's complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hey, one set, check, Mike, 54,
To throw again, Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 84 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
54, Mike, 54, Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Jackson to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Let's go now. Mikey, 18. Okay, guys. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, 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 hey.
Today's final score, Seahawks
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's just their third win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you.